What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another episode of Pirates Franchise. And I know it's been a while, I understand that, but this is the last episode, last game before the All-Star break. We're already to about the midway point of the season, and we're taking on the Colorado Rockies. They're 46-50. We'll be facing Austin Gomber, the left-hander, today, throwing out Jared Eichhoff on the mound. And I will say, I'm sorry for the lack of uploads on this channel recently, especially of Pirates Franchise. I've just been uploading some pre-recorded stuff when I've had the chance to get something live, as I was focusing heavily on my main channel. It's NFL draft season, or at least it was, and that's such a big part of not only the NFL calendar year, but my main channel as well. So I focus on the NFL stuff when it's time for NFL stuff. I think that's totally fair, but I do apologize to you guys for not getting you any type of footage. However, I will say it's lucky that we're even watching this. It is post-commed, only way I could record it. Just didn't have the time otherwise. But I tried to record a AAA episode as well, and I did, actually. I went completely through it, and for some reason the file was corrupted. So I'm very thankful that did not happen for the actual MLB game, but probably in the next episode we'll do some type of catch-up with the AAA guys and some of the AA team as well. And we'll probably get through Season 1 pretty quickly. I don't know how many episodes until Season 2, but it's not going to be a ton. This is not a good team. It's horrible. And as much as we want to go through that grind so we can eventually experience the joy, you can see we are down 2-0 to the Rockies in this series. Both games, 7-6. Nice MLB The Show sim engine. At least it's consistent. But the Rockies are not great, and we have been outplayed by them so far. We're looking for a big win today to hopefully steal at least one in this series going out west. And maybe having some type of momentum before the All-Star break. As we said, Austin Gomber will take the hill. Got an ERA sitting just under 4.20. And Brian Reynolds will be the lead-off in this game. Having a really, really good season. 23 home runs leads the team. OPS at about 950, an average over 300. Some pretty good classic numbers there, but he will fly out to center field for out number 1. But Ke'Bryan Hayes in that 2 spot shoots that back up the middle for a base hit. First knock is on the board, so no-hitter in Coors today, or no-hitter. Ke'Bryan just stayed with that. That's a hanging knuckle curve down the middle. That's a pitch you can really do some damage with, but Hayes just stayed on it, drove it back up the middle. Can't be mad about a base hit, despite having more power significantly from the right side of the plate against the lefties. Of course, he's a right-hander. And O'Neal Cruz will draw a walk, putting runners on first and second with 2 outs here for, at times, the very dangerous Ben Gamel. It'll swing through an elevated fastball, and that is the end of the top half of the first. And that'll bring up Colorado. Jose Iglesias is the leadoff. Vogelback will make a diving stop. Flip on a first. Eichhoff there for the putout. And a nice play by not a great defender in Daniel Vogelback, as Reynolds will camp under that line drive for out number 2. Pretty clean inning so far for Eichhoff, as he's going to hang a knuckle curve or a slider. And Kris Bryant all over it. No doubt about that one. First season out in Colorado for Kris Bryant. And I'm thinking he's liking the thin air. This one travels well over 400 feet. Look, maybe about 450. Kris Bryant, professional hitter, former National League MVP. And while we're pretty far removed from that season, still a very good player, a very good hitter. And if you leave a breaking ball, that was a slider, you leave a breaking ball down the middle to Kris Bryant, especially in this atmosphere, he's going to make you pay. 105 off the bat, and that thing traveled 446 feet. But now we'll get to CJ Cron, who will pop one out. Hayes doesn't go after it. Alford doesn't go after it. And that will fall, maybe hitting the net. Here's the 1-2. Cron swings through an elevated fastball at 90. Could not catch up to 90, but the damage was done. Only a solo shot, the lone hit for the Rockies so far. But it does put them on the board 1-0. And we'll try to answer here in the second. But after an uneventful top half of the second, we're back on the mound. Eichhoff gets a flyout for out number 2. Good pitching thus far, I would say. And another line out As Brian Reynolds camps underneath it. Not exactly the weakest of contacts so far for Colorado, but it's better than nothing. We're still getting those outs as Michael Perez playing instead of Roberto Perez, who's nursing an injury today. Will shoot that one into left field for the base hit. Not someone you usually expect to be getting on base too much. More of a defensive first catcher, known for his framing and arm behind the plate. But, is capable of shooting one to the outfield every now and again, as Brian Reynolds will take full to 3-2 and get on that one. Fastball up. This one's traveling deep, and this one's sneaking out of here. Line drive right over the fence. Now, he hit it hard. The only question was, did he hit it high enough? But yes, especially with this thin air, that one manages to stay up for just enough and get out. And just like that, the Rockies' lead is gone. Perez got on with a little bloop, and there was the blast by Brian Reynolds. That's his 24th home run of the year. That OPS going ever closer to 1,000. Here's Ke'Bryan Hayes. Ke'Bryan takes ball 3 inside. And a changeup low will put him on base. Still no outs here in the top of the third as Gleyber Torres will come up. He'll foul away a fastball up and away towards the first base line. Curveball hanging. Torres on it. No doubt about it. Home run for Gleyber Torres. That one was a shot. 395. Now, wasn't quite the bullet that we saw from Brian Reynolds, but this one, because of how high he hit that, the launch angle guaranteed a home run here at Coors. Gleyber goes yard and continues his power push this year, despite not really getting on base or hitting for a great average. He can go yard at a moment's notice and does here, nearly 400 feet, about 10 rows back. And Gleyber will extend this lead, and a disastrous third inning for Gomber continues. Cruz trying to jump on the first pitch. It was a breaking ball or off speed, circle change down the middle, but Cruz can only foul it off and then swings through another one. As the first out of the inning is an O'Neill Cruz strikeout. Here's Gamble, line drive, deep to right, Blackman going back and he'll make the catch. Not known for his defense at all, but he's flashing the glove out there in right field, and what a strange inning. Perez, not known for his offense, gets a hit. Blackman, not known for his defense, makes a nice play, but Alford will turn on one. Slider down the middle. This one is out of here. Maybe he didn't really turn on it so much as kept his hands in and drove that thing the other way, but you'd think with a breaking ball, you'd be able to crush that, and he did, but he didn't pull it. He went the other way. 406 feet into the bullpen as Anthony Alford gives us the third home run of this inning, but diving stop glove side by Jose Iglesias, and he will throw out the runner. Jose Iglesias, what a play at shortstop there. Not known for his offense, but that's what he can do on that side of the ball. Great diving stop towards second base, throw on first, got him. And we'll get back on the mound. Here's Jose Iglesias at the plate. This one traveling deep to right. Gamble in pursuit, diving, can't make the catch, and that's well foul. Here's the 1-2. That one's blooped in to right. That one is going to be called foul. And did it clip the line? Maybe just, but they're going to call it foul. Iglesias only gets a piece of it now. Dribbler back towards Eichhoff, throws on to Vogelback. And that is the end of the third inning. So I think Eichhoff has pitched fairly well, but we're back on the mound here in the fourth, and this blooper will finally get down. Eventually, one of them was going to fall. It's Chris Bryant's up here, bottom 4. He'll take strike 1. He'll take strike 2. Eichhoff trying to get him out for the first time. And that one's grounded up the middle. Cruz diving stop, can't make the play, actually. Oh, thought Cruz would have a really good shot to get a glove on that. Really stretched out, but couldn't make the play. And here's C.J. Cron, struck out earlier, but in a spot to do some real damage with runners on first and second, but the count goes to 0-2. Setting up for an elevated fastball. Cron swings through it and strikes out again. Not exactly electric stuff from Eichhoff, but his 2 strikeouts have been of C.J. Cron. Here's Ryan McMahon. Count goes to 2-2. Ground ball to Vogelback. On to second base. Cruz to first. And that is a double play. And Eichhoff again works out of a little bit of a jam. That one probably the most dangerous situation. But Ke'Bryan Hayes will fly out to right to start this fifth. Top of the fifth, count was full. Gleyber Torres with a base knock in a left field. He stays hot. Did strike out in the first, but with a home run and now a single, he's starting to heat up. Cruz, deep to center. Going back, he's a center fielder, and I believe Hilliard will have plenty of time to get to that one. Didn't quite turn on that enough, but that was a well-struck ball to center. Here's Ben Gamel. Tries to go the other way. Little blooper to center, and Hilliard has pretty good range and makes the out, and we'll go to the bottom part of the fifth. Here's Brendan Rodgers, line drive to left. Alford dives, can't make the play. Reynolds trying to get to it, and that will be an easy stand-up double for Brendan Rodgers. Alford tried to lay out and make that play. I think up 5-1, you can afford to do that. Here's the 0-2 to Charlie Blackmon. That one's driven right. Looking up as a right fielder, but it's foul. Here's the 1-2. And Blackmon will get a hit. Eichhoff not risking the home run after the close call. And with a space on first, he will place him on. As that cut right down the middle of Elias Diaz. Alford catches the line drive, though big out number one. Still, of course, runners on first and second, but now with one out, it's Sam Hilliard, and he will crush it. Absolutely no doubt. That one headed for the upper deck here at Coors, and Sam Hilliard is going to tear into this lead. Brings Colorado to just 1 run down. 479 feet off the bat. That one headed out of the stadium nearly. It does land in the upper deck. 109 off the bat. And that was in the air for 5.5 seconds. Yeah, no shocker, that one. Fastball right down the middle gets blasted by the power hitting Hilliard. And things won't stop there. Base hit. Can this nightmare inning end? Here's a pop out, hopefully for out number 2. Vogie underneath it. And it will be out number 2, as Chris Bryant has proven to be very tough so far. We'll take ball 1. Now 3-1. Eichhoff just can't seem to get Bryant out. He won't let him hit, and we'll put him on. And once again, it's C.J. Cron, who's had his struggles against Eichhoff today. We'll take strike 1. And now strike 3 swinging. Blew a fastball by him again. C.J. Cron cannot hit Jared Eichhoff whatsoever. But again, the damage was done. This time, a lot more damage than the Chris Bryant solo shot. Hilliard puts 3 on the board for Colorado. And after a Vogelbach ground out, we're headed back on the mound. Eichhoff trying to give us some more length here. We'll be looking at out number 1. Gamel trying to chase this down the first base line, deep into the corner. And does make the catch. Big out. Now here with 2 outs, runner on first. Another shot to right field. Gamel in pursuit. Will track it down. And that is the end of the 6th. But still holding on to just a 1-run lead. We need to put some runs on the board. Bryan Reynolds just the man for the job. Shooting that one in the left center field gap. No one's going to catch it. Bryan Reynolds going around second base. And will hold up there. But a big 1-out double. Ke'Bryan Hayes on the ground to second base will at least advance Bryan Reynolds, but can't get him in. We know Gleyber can do some damage. That one headed deep to left field. Left fielder in pursuit will track it down, and that will end the top half of the 7th inning. No runs, despite some good contact there in that inning. And here's some good contact from Colorado. Alford in pursuit. Good speed from Hilliard. He's going to have a double. Having a pretty good game so far. As it brings up Jose Iglesias. He's going to ground out to Chavis. Out number 1. Here's Connor Joe. That run looking to score. Hayes fires on a first. Gets out number 2. But we're all tied up here in the bottom of the 7th. Hilliard, great wheels. Was never a question. But finally, we can get Chris Bryant out. It's Aaron Fletcher in relief. But we need some runs. Top of the 8th, O'Neal Cruz will draw a walk, 4-pitch walk, as Daniel Bard can't sit him down. Not a great start for Bard here in the top of the 8th, and we'll hit Gamel. His rough start continues. 5 pitches, 2 base runners, and no outs. But working quickly here to Alford, it's 0-2. And Alford will get a pitch down the middle, but it's a ground ball to second. There's one back on a first, getting the speedy Alford. It's a double play. Disaster for Colorado. The only thing you couldn't have happen. And now it's a 2-2 count to Chavis. We need a base hit to score him. But swings through the slider. Strike 3. Bard gets out of it. And Colorado will have a chance here in the bottom of the 8th. Good start against Trevor Rosenthal with a base runner and no outs. But what a disgusting swing from McMahon. He'll go down. Blackman now up. But this one can't be caught by Perez. He's going to fling it on to second. And they got C.J. Cron. How is that an out? Michael Perez couldn't catch it for some reason. Nearly almost tempting C.J. Cron to take off. And he got him. We're to the top of the 9th. Ground ball. Takes Cron off the bag. Oh my goodness. Vogelback going to reach. Just a ground ball to second base. But Rogers can't make the throw. Cron can't stay on the bag. And Vogelback will reach. We're going to bring on Kevin Newman to run significantly faster. That's kind of his only role on the bench right now. And hopefully Michael Perez can do something. That's back up the middle. And that one's going to sneak through. Rogers with no range. And now we have runners on first and second here with nobody out for the top of the order. Here's Brian Reynolds just to you on up. Going to swing through a fastball 0-2. Not a great start. But takes ball 1, 1-2. Now 2-2. Circle change away. Fastball in. Reynolds can't catch up to it. And that is out number 1. Tell me we're not going to strand 2 runners again. As Estevez just has an electric fastball. Reynolds missed on 2 of them. Here's Key Brian Hayes. Going to shoot that one over the second baseman. That one's getting to the right center field gap. 1 run will score. Perez not exactly a speedster. He's being waved home. Here's the play at the plate. Perez in there safe. 2 runs score. 2 RBI double for Key Brian Hayes. Staying in on that one. Driving it the other way. And with the center field as fast as Sam Hilliard, it doesn't matter. That outfield is so deep, so big. And there's going to be a lot of room for this baseball to roll. And they're going to bring on Julian Fernandez after Estevez gets rocked. Here's Gleyber Torres with 2-0. Ground ball to second base. This time Rogers makes the play, but the runner advances to third. No Neil Cruz. This one's going deep to right. Back is Blackman at the track, at the wall, and he caught it. That is the end of the top of the 9th inning for the Pirates. Gonna need a big-time save here from what you'd assume to be Daniel Bednar, or David Bednar. But it's actually Trevor Rosenthal trying to stay in for the 2-inning save. And he gets Blackman swinging. Second strikeout for Rosenthal. Now, ground ball to short. Cruz, Derek Jeter throw! And he made it! Josh Van Meter in at first base to replace Vogelback as Newman pinch ran. And Hilliard swings through his changeup. That's out number 3. And that is your final. 7-5. Pittsburgh holding on to win it in a thriller. Can't believe we managed to win that game. Good pitching at the right moments. Good hitting at the right moments. Just an all-around exciting game full of a lot of big-time plays, home runs from both sides. And gotta love that 9th inning. But this is where we are. All-star break action. Of course, we are not nearly as good as we want to be. Of course, this is also our draft class. It's the future of our team. Frank Reedy, Carlos Salazar, but that's also going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. AAA action in the next episode, I promise, in some capacity, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
Back to the house, defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speed burst good.